What are you training today?
Yeah, just arms, party muscles.
Party muscles?
Party muscles, as they call it. Buys and tries. What are you training today?
Also party muscles.
Buys and tries.
Buys and tries.
Hi guys, so we are here in Carlsbad, California, outside of Moonlight Beach, and it is what they call June Gloom here in San Diego. So it is like slightly overcast, but still totally beautiful. It is about like 1 o'clock. So anyway,
we're in the middle of our little training session. We'll show you some of the. We don't have the full gym out, just some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Training.
So we'll show you. That's what Minka looks like on the roof right now, and we will cover a little bit more about all of that gym equipment in one of these future videos. But today, I think we just wanted to share that we've been on the road for 9 weeks. Is that what we said?
Yeah, I think it's been 2 weeks. No, 2 months and 1 week.
Yeah. So 9 weeks on the road, kind of first full-time, not full-time, but first like full van trip in Minka, our little minivan.
We just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to our channel, left us comments, sweet comments in the comment section below. Thank you. We really appreciate your support, and a lot of people has been asking us about what's going on, where we're traveling, and how what we've learned.
Yeah. So we'll deal with like what we learned today, and then we'll kind of go through some other travel stuff over the different destinations that we've been. But today I think we want to go through, you know, some of the top things that we learned with our first 9 weeks on the road.
All right. Do you want to start with the first one, or? Yeah,
you start with it.
I start with it. All right. So the very first one is pretty obvious, but you have overpacked. We've overpacked. I brought all these clothes that I thought I was gonna wear, and you end up wearing the same outfit most of the time. And the truth is that you are gonna drive by stores. If you're in an emergency, you need something, you can always purchase that. Not having any space in your car is not ideal when you're living in a van. You wanna free your space.
Yeah, you can end up not being able to find the things that you do need when you overpack. And so we kind of found that, you know, I had like a redundancy of a couple different things. So it was like a little bit irritating to kind of have to pack stuff away into deep storage that I really didn't need to bring with it. Yeah. But that's our first tip.
First tip. Next tip will be at a different location.
Yes.
To spice it up. We just wrapped our workout and we are on our way to get San Diegan burritos. We're going to
Philly Berto's to get the carne asada burrito. There's
so good.
2 top places, Philly Berto's and Roberto's. Pretty close, but San Diego Mexican food is unbelievable.
How many times have we had burrito on this trip in San Diego?
So yeah, in San Diego, I think we've probably had maybe 9 times, 9 different. I haven't had San Diego Mexican. So I grew up in San Diego. I haven't had San Diego Mexican food in maybe 20 years.
If it was up to me, we would have burritos for every single meal. But
let's get on with our point.
Anyway.
Okay.
Next point, you take.
Well, actually, our next point is about being judged. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
So, we're being judged right now. Actually. It's funny.
Because we got the GoPro out. It's pretty awkward. Also, we got to hold for sound.
Yeah, hold for sound. Okay. So,
here we go.
Our second point is that people like either kind of judge you or really praise you. So, like when they see the van thing, there's a lot of people that'll like kind of point out and be like, oh wow, that's so cool. But then there's other people that kind of look at you like you're homeless. And sometimes, like most of the time, we don't really care what people think, but sometimes it kind of weighs on you a little bit, right?
It can get a little bit tiring. Like campgrounds are pretty awesome. Kind of urban areas, the attitude is kind of split. It's either younger folks.
Yeah, it's like love you or hate you, I feel like it, you know?
Which is, I mean, it is what it is, but it can get a little bit tiring.
So just be prepared to kind of like, to feel people's energies a little bit.
And
when
sometimes even attitudes. Sometimes people can be a little bit rude, maybe.
Yeah, and you can kind of move around. You might have to move yourself around to get into your own space, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God, let's switch around. Look there. we don't actually eat out a lot, except from when we are in San Diego and we eat burritos. We normally cook most of our meals, pretty much all of our meals.
Yeah. Here we are.
What do you got there? Oh my god. Oh. People don't understand like how good this is. Because it's impossible to explain. Chris actually tried to explain to me how good these burritos were, and I thought they were burritos, so they're probably good. But then I tried.
Look at this.
Okay. Close up. Get close. That is.
So, we've been trying to figure out who's the best, and today is on another level. This is amazing. Oh God. We thought we had a verdict of who was the best, but this might be the best. But we'll have to keep exploring to figure out who is the best.
I'm still good. They think we're crazy here.
We have got Philly Bertos in our tummies, carne asada burritos.
3 minutes later from the last
Yes.
shot.
And
Swallowed it.
our next tip is working out on the road.
It's a lot easier than you would think.
It's a lot easier and better, which kind of goes into, you know, the whole point of like the van trip is to spend more time outside, and so working out outside, especially, you know, it's June right now, is way more pleasurable than working out in a gym.
Yeah, and not just like it's a better workout, but for mentally too, it's really nice to kind of spend lots of time in nature, connect with nature.
Yeah,
Makes
breathe
you feel
fresh
better.
air.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the point of like getting out in a van, is to like get outside of the van. So, and we'll show you a little bit more about what exercise equipment that we bring, or we even recommend to bring on the road.
Yeah.
But working out on the road is awesome. So our next point is, this goes along with minimalism, but organizing stuff.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to keep stuff as organized as possible and find a place for things to go. That being said, you're constantly moving things around and you're touching like every item like 7 times just because there's not enough space to do that. And we're working on like figuring out other tweaks that we would do to our build to make that more convenient.
Well, I think that's a good point. So when you are if you're planning your van trip right now, that's all great, and do plan it, but don't get too crazy with the planning, because you are going to change stuff as you start your trip, because you're going to figure out that certain things is not working out.
That's a really good point, is that like if you get too stuck on your plan, then you could miss out on just changing it up. So being flexible, I think, is our actually next flip.
Oh yeah, that's
Is it our next? Being flexible. So like, you know, there's been times where I haven't had a chance to charge the JACKARY and keep the fridge going. And so we're running out of power to charge the fridge. And in my mind, we're like, oh, we have to figure out how to charge the fridge. But then you could just buy ice, you know, which makes it feel like, oh, I failed. My van build doesn't work because I had to buy ice. But like, there's always other ways of other solutions. So it just doesn't necessarily mean you always have to like do things the same way. So being flexible is really good. So when you're designing your van, like you're gonna have to figure some stuff out as you go along. So
like we just figured out, I don't know if this goes under this point, but we've been so stuck on our French press, which we love. But at these campgrounds, we have a hookup. And the other day at Walmart, we were like, why not just upgrade to an actual drip coffee, 10 bucks.
So I'm recording.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. We have new twinkle lights, which we haven't officially put up yet.
Look here, we're just testing. We still have to figure out how to, but
that is one of the top tips that van life people say, is get twinkle lights. And we got them.
Upgraded our van life. Look here, it's getting real. We will still use the French press now and then, but at campgrounds when we have extra electricity.
Yeah, we have a real coffee maker now because we're... Okay, so this place has way too many flavors of ice cream. But it's really, really good. This will be our 3rd time here now. This is the sample, so you can imagine how big this... Okay. I don't know which one that was. Oh my god. All right, massive amounts of ice cream.
Oh my god.
She talked me into it. She twisted my arm.
Me? I said nothing.
Stripping.
I feel like we're gonna have to cut now because
No.
we gotta enjoy
You have to talk while. Why don't you do all the talking right now?
Nice
you do all the
try.
talking and give him the next point while
You're
I
the worst.
No, just have the, what is it? You know the next point.
All right, let me find the next point. Well, I guess the weather. So I can't concentrate. This is so rude.
No, carry on with the point. Tell them what they need to know.
My mouth is watering. So one of the points is weather changes. Very slight changes in weather can feel a little bit more intense than they might actually be. Like a windy day or 80 degrees might feel like 100 degrees when you live in a van. So just be a little bit mindful of weather. Now you have to take over. I must have this ice cream now.
So with the weather stuff, it's weird because, you know, there's different variances besides degrees, obviously. So humidity or wind or how much sun there is. So you kind of have to be a little bit prepared for different things. And you can go from the night could start off super hot and then get actually very cold. So you're just kind of much more in touch with weather on a bigger level than normal when you're dealing with van stuff, you know?
Well, one thing we actually have had a little bit
of... why don't you tell them more about that?
Oh, God.
You talk about.
So we go to bed and it's fairly cold out, so we keep our windows closed. And then somewhere around 3 a.m., it gets crazy hot. So you wake up just sweating.
Or the opposite. Sometimes.
Or the opposite. So that's kind of been a thing that I've noticed on the road, that just constantly weather changes and temperature changes and having to switch clothes and open windows, close windows. It just feels a little bit more extreme. Now I must have the ice cream.
Okay.
No, there's no more chocolate for me. Oh my God.
I think that's everything.
We're gonna start fighting.
That's everything. Yeah.
That's everything. We have more points, but that's.
We have more points, but that's it for right now.
Yeah, I thought of something that we needed to add to this little things we've learned on this trip, and that is sleep. Right now, Chris just woke up from a little nap.
No, that's actually not true. I was.
You did have a nap, but I'm gonna justify why you had a nap. When you are living in a van, your sleep might not always be great. And last night we boondocked outside of a Home Depot actually, and there was a cleaning car. What was outside?
Like a street sweeper, maybe?
A street sweeper going around in the middle of the night, and your sleep is just not always going to be awesome. So some days you're going to have to take it chill, even though you had plans, because you're going to need sleep, and you didn't get sleep, and yeah.
It was crazy.
He was playing the music really loud and the stuff. In the middle of the night, he got out and he was kind of walking around the parking lot, and we just had to get the hell out of there.
He was driving in circles, playing loud music, and I peeked out, and he looked very wild. Getting the knock was so terrifying. I woke up because you're asleep and you hear the knock, and you're like, "Oh my God, where am I? What's going on?" Do you get my point? You get what I'm saying?
It's a great point.
Great point.
Great point.
This life is not for someone who need their sleep, because you might not always get it.
We need our sleep.
I know we need our sleep. I'm just saying that. I don't know what I'm saying. I need sleep too, and I didn't get sleep.
Be
so
warned.
I'm just cranky since I haven't had my nap yet, and
cranky.
also need. Okay, we are on our way down to the beach, Moonlight Beach.
Looks like the sun is finally coming out for a little bit.
It's like 3:30 p.m. or something, so about time, sun. Next thing we have noticed while traveling
is you really can become aware of how much waste you have, you know, because if you stock it up or you're just constantly looking for places to throw trash. So, I mean, we're trying to be somewhat mindful about it, but like we do get like cans, and we'll go to Costco, and so you know you're finding places to recycle stuff, but
you're just a lot more aware of it, because when you're at home, you just put your trash in the trash bin and someone comes and picks it up, and now you are kind of responsible of getting rid of your trash yourself, and you really pay attention to how much trash you make. All right, so we're doing a little detour because I have to use the bathroom. There's a public bathroom here, which makes us, let's add on one more point to our list, which we just thought of. Using the bathroom. If you're someone who's pretty regular, that might change when you're living in a van, because you might not always be able to use a bathroom. So you gotta kind of hold it and wait till you have a bathroom available. There he goes, recycling the bottles. Look, I need to watch the stones behind me.
All right, so we found a little cute spot at the beach. Not too close to the stones because those could be dangerous, but kind of away from other people. And I will be going into that ocean very, very soon.
Which really bothers me because I'm from Norway. We're not used to these type of waves. And there's like sharks and stuff.
There's not sharks in there.
It makes me really nervous.
But anyway, the next point we wanted to talk about is planning your travel and your driving. You know, probably the main expense in the whole van thing is gas, unless you're eating out a lot, which we're really not eating out a lot. But
unless we're in San Diego, we have burritos.
yeah. But having gas, buying gas, although that is maybe another topic we should talk about. Buying gas can get really expensive, and so it's nice to kind of plan your stays and what you do kind of on a day, so that you're not driving around in circles, which also gets really, really tiring, because that'll just eat up a lot of extra gas. And gas in California is super expensive right now. It's like around $4 if you can find it for cheap. So obviously, like planning when you move instead of just driving everywhere and back and forth and stuff. Try to drive as little as possible. Makes a big difference when you're doing like a month something road trip.
Yeah. And it gets tiring. I mean, I kind of said that, but having fun, exploring, and seeing things will make you tired. So make sure that you get your rest days to save money and save energy.
Yeah.
So another thing, while we're here on the beach, you don't have to shower every day. I know that sounds kind of creepy, but you don't.
Yeah, you kind of get into a pace where you use wipes and you clean yourself, but you realize that we kind of over shower in general, and it's actually kind of good for your skin to let some of the oils be natural and not to overly be drying out your skin with too many showers. So I found that, like, you know, you can definitely go a day off without showering, no problem. But even 2 days, if you're cleaning stuff, you really, I was surprised that you don't actually really need to shower as much as you think you do. And then, you know, I'm about to jump in the ocean and then I'll rinse the salt water off. That kind of counts as a shower. So yeah, it was just surprising.
You just want to be careful to stay on top of your hygiene. So clean whatever needs to be cleaned right away. Don't wait, you know. And the wipes are really awesome. Trader Joe's, I think, sells some. Those are our favorite. Watermelon wipes, body wipes, gentle on the skin. Yep.
All right, I'm going in the ocean.
There he goes. Be careful. Stay away from the sharks. How was it?
It's good. It's nice and cold. Rip tide is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back out further down there and then it'll drift me this way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
All right. Have fun.
All right.
Next tip. Things takes a lot longer when you live in a van or travel in a van, so you got to be patient. A lot of things that you might not think about, it's everyday tasks that you do at home, like showering, doing dishes, sleeping, all these things takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and it takes like kind of a lot of, you're constantly thinking about having to do basic everyday stuff. So you're thinking about, okay, where can I find a bathroom for number 2? Where can I shower? Where am I staying tonight?
Where can I dump the dishwasher water?
Yeah.
Where can I get water? Yeah.
So, and all that kind of stuff takes a little bit more time, and then you kind of have to adjust to the pace. So this whole thing is kind of this mix of pace, flexibility, timing, you know?
Yeah, because you might have some cool plans for the day, and then you find out that the tire is flat.
You have to be flexible. So yeah, we have a flat tire.
We got a little surprise from, we boondocked in Santa Monica last night.
I don't know, that's a little bit creepy to me that someone was right outside of my side and poking holes in the tire.
Yeah, this is frustrating for sure.
Flat tire. So, you know, there's just a lot of things that can pop up, you know, traffic, weather. There's a lot of factors when you're outside of your house. It's very active and alive. So just kind of getting into a more of a patient pace, being flexible, taking things as they come, and both kind of bad things that come and then good things. So it's kind of like, if you see a shower, grab a shower. If you see a place and you can go to the bathroom, you do that. If you see a place where you can, you know, charge your phone and stuff, you do that, right? So you kind of take things, the things that you need. Somewhere to dump the urine bucket, yeah.
Because it becomes a problem when it's filled up and it's nighttime, and All these things that you don't think about when you live in a house.
Yep. That's what. What are we cooking?
No, I don't want to say anything. Because this is like the only dish we ever got on tape.
We've been cooking this dish. Not that often,
Not that
but
often.
every time we filmed, we were always cooking this dish. So it's the tiki masala.
From Costco with rice cauliflower. Not the wet noodles this time, actually.
All right, so we're gonna do our final point, right?
All right, let me just hold on. Okay. All right. Okay, last point. What am I saying that, or are you saying that? The last point is that life is a little bit more extreme. Highs are higher, lows are lower.
Yeah, it's interesting that you kind of have to prepare for a little bit more mood swings. Like, you get super frustrated sometimes, and then you have like amazing moments. You can be very uncomfortable and frustrated, and then you kind of almost have to be better at switching your mood when it does get bad. Like, you have to be like a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get upset and then you feel better.
It's a little bit bipolar, or you just have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more uncomfortable.
Yeah. But then it's beautiful, and you get, like, even tonight looks amazing. Look at that.
It's gorgeous. It really does. I mean, I love how it teaches you to live in the moment a little bit more. I mean, it's forcing you to be in the moment in a way that at least I haven't been able to be in the now before. And appreciate nature more, weather, getting
that's
to know
it.
ourselves.
So we'll be doing some more videos. Let us know what other stuff you wanted us to talk about and show. And we hope you like this video. And thanks for subscribing. And thanks for your comments. And we will talk to you guys
And
later.
if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Like Chris said, thank you for already.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.